Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, on behalf of your Denver-based podcast crew, we appreciate you joining us for the Friendly Vibes.
Coming to you live from TSS Universidad. Man, am I excited for my guest today. Lonion.
Lonion,
Oh,
but
my
it's
God.
okay. It's okay. You got to watch the how-to on to pronounce my name. I'll put it out.
I did it, Lane, and I guess I didn't watch your how-to. Do you have a specific one?
I have a how-to on how to pronounce my name. Yeah.
I failed to check that
It's
out.
okay. It's a fucked up last name. It's fine.
I'm a fucked up man with names, so all morning long I'm just giving myself perpetual stress. Like, you're not going to get it right. No matter how many of these you look up pronunciation guides, like, you're not going to get it right. You're going to get it wrong in the moment. So I
Do you have
now
a pronunciation guy for my name?
Yeah, several different ones. I was like, these don't seem right. I'm feeling like I'm going to get it right. Yeah, they were Lonion, they were saying. And I'm like,
Lonion. Nah, man. But hey, whatever.
what's the, what is it, epistemology? What's the word for name? What's that name history on that name there, guy?
I have no idea.
None?
I mean, I know it's French, and that's it.
That's okay.
So
Got to educate myself. I'm gonna brush up on my French names so I can improve that.
yeah.
So give it to me one more time. What's the correct pronunciation?
Lonion.
Lonion. Oh yeah, you want to push that down a little bit?
Okay, I'll push it
Saying
down
it's
a
in
little
your
bit.
face.
My bad. My bad. I slouch a lot.
No, you're good.
Yeah. This is a bad setup. We're moving to a new
It
studio.
seems like you got a nice little setup
I
in here.
appreciate
man.
you, brother. You are part of the recent wave of people I've been excited about that got promoted at Comedy Works, and people that'll be hopefully seeing the South Stage more frequently. And man, I'm just so excited for all of you because I know how many years of grinding it takes for something important like that to happen. So
Yeah, it's a lot of years. I mean, they got some people that have been doing it less years, but I moved here, I don't know, like maybe 5 years ago. So yeah, I don't know. I think every time I tried to get on that stage, I tried to do really good because I knew, well, I think the first time I was on that stage, I was like, God damn, that was kind of fucking easy. Then I saw a bunch of other people go up and I'm like, oh, I ain't got nothing to lose. I just got to let loose and do my shit. So yeah. So you could just let loose and do your shit up there. And yeah.
and after 5 years, it was feeling like home.
I don't know. I mean,
Does any stage feel like home?
I don't know. I don't know if it feels like home or anything, because I guess there was always like this pressure or whatever before. And now it feels like there's like a little pressure because it's like, oh, they kind of believe in you, so they passed you. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm not sure.
You don't get into worrying about all that, or does your mind go there?
I mean, it does. I try not to think about I think about everything. And I try not, my best sets is when I try not to think about anything. Well, hold on. I'm talking in circles right now. So this is what happens is like I think about everything and then I'm like, God damn, you thinking about so goddamn much shit right now. And then I get mad about it a little bit. And then I'm like, all right, stop fucking thinking about that shit. And then I gotta mantra myself down to some shit. And then I have to go on stage. In hopefully a state that's mantraed down. So
In the groove,
I guess. I don't know. For mics, I really don't give a fuck, but for shows, I try to do a good job.
And you're originally from Louisiana?
Yes.
Born and raised?
Yes.
I know I've heard a little bit about it in your comedy, but did you grow up in rural situation or in the city? I can't quite remember.
Rural.
That's right. And what was that like? Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have 2 younger brothers.
So you were the oldest.
Yes.
So you laid out the lickings then, or no? They fight up. My sister fought up with me. So
Well, all right. Well, my middle brother, he's 6 years younger than me.
oh wow, okay.
And then the one that's the youngest, he's 13 years younger than me. So I
Was
didn't
that like parents just waiting for new administrations to roll in and out, or?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm not sure.
That's a fun timing. 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, it's a way to be stressed out for a long time if you're a parent.
Right.
But
Seems confusing to me for that reason.
yeah. But no, like the middle one, he fights like MMA and shit like that, so I don't fuck with him.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Like he owns his own gym and shit, so
Wow.
I don't fuck with him.
Is he still back in Louisiana?
Yeah, he's back in Louisiana.
Nice, dude.
Flash MMA. If does anyone from Louisiana listen to this?
Yeah, we've had Louisiana listeners before.
All right, Flash MMA. I think he describes it as the third best MMA gym in that area, and there's 3 MMA gyms. However, we're talking about best as far as like how many people like go to his classes and stuff like that. He has very good rates and stuff like that. And he's a really good teacher. He's very thorough with everything, and he's a really good dude. Flash MMA. Do that shit.
Love it. We only do sponsors and shout out. We don't have any advertising dollars, so we give the shout outs to people that matter.
No, it's all good. Yeah.
I saw you posted a set of at the Sports Drink. Is that the name of that club down there?
Yeah.
That is such an interesting room. Is it how many seats are in there? Like how big is that
I think
place?
someone said it's like 60 people.
So it's a little kill box. Wow. That's
yeah, it's
fun.
tight. Yeah, it is a little kill box.
That seems like a very unique, interesting place to do comedy.
Yes, it's good. I liked it.
You enjoy it?
Yeah. I did.
Are there other weird, like eccentric, like, because I mean, you can only, I in my brain, I'm like, oh, you know, you can only do so much with how a venue is set up. And then I'm looking at clips when there's Gatorade bottles behind the, you know, stage. It's like, wow, maybe there's more to this whole venue thing.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of bothers me a little bit to look at. It's kind of, I don't know if it's an eyesore or what, but I mean, it's fun as fuck. And like, I mean, that's kind of like where I spent the most time doing stand-up. So I kind of get that audience more than any other audience, probably.
Okay.
So it was fucking tight. But yeah, I don't know what's up with the thing. I guess it makes you. It's a confusing. My bad. It's a confusing background. So you're like, whoa, Jesus fucking Christ. I guess whatever has to be in front of that can't be as bad as that fucking background. And then it adds to the comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any other weird venues like that across the country that you've got?
Weird venues like that.
Or unique, I mean.
Well, I think like in my first, the one that comes to mind just off the top of my head, in like my first year and a half, maybe 2 years doing comedy, I did this show in, it's not a comedy club. They do like bands and stuff there, but it was like this old church in Montgomery, Alabama.
That's cool.
And that was kind of fun. So,
wow. Yeah, that is an old church. Was the kind of a churchy vibe of the crowd or an audience or no?
No, not at all.
For this thing.
Not at all, because they do like, I think they were doing like metal bands and punk shows and stuff like that. And then, yeah, me and my friend, we were just still kind of young in comedy, and we kind of headlined this thing, and probably wasn't that good, but whatever.
That's sick, dude. So how long have you been at it? How long were you doing it before you made the leap to come out here?
So total, I started 13 years ago.
Oh, that's right. You celebrate an anniversary this week.
Yeah.
We have flowers in the back.
Yeah, Thursday. You say it again?
I said we had flowers in the back.
Oh,
I wish we did, but we don't.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
I just gave away my fiance's flowers. They're like, yeah, honey, they were like on the back half of their lifespan. I had to give them to a guest. You know, he had a comedy anniversary this week.
Oh, that's nice.
She wouldn't appreciate that.
No. How long you been with this lady?
Several years, like three plus years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you propose?
I proposed like a New Year's Day last year. So yeah, we've been riding out the engagement for a minute now.
Oh shit! I got married on New Year's Day.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Tight.
Is that a good day to get married? That seems like an interesting day to get married.
I mean, you don't forget your fucking shit. So there you go.
It's convenient.
Yeah.
I'm so bad with birthdays. I can only imagine that, you know.
How old are y'all?
I'm 27. I think he's... Yeah.
You're 27?
Okay.
I'm 36.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you look great for 36. Wow.
Oh, dude.
I hope I look that good at 36.
How old you thought I was?
You could have been... That's the thing. You're that kind of guy where you could be 24 or you could be 44.
Yeah.
And it's just so hard to place.
I'll take it.
I probably would have guessed like 33.
33? I'll take it. All right.
Just because you're so good at comedy that I would be like, he's had to have been doing this. And I know you 13 years in. I was like,
well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot. I like compliments.
Well, your comfortability is one thing that just stood out to me right away. Like, you seem like you know who you are to the fullest extent. And then it's no difference from when it's like, I'm me on stage and I know what I'm going to be in me in this moment versus, and it's just like, I'm a young person still finding that me thing. So,
oh, dude, I don't know who the fuck I am.
Well, you're fucking pulling it off beautifully, man.
Yeah. I mean, maybe talking to you, I know who I am. I don't know. I mean, I'm just fucking talking to you. But when I'm on stage, I guess I kind of settle in. I'll tell you this, though. Like, I'm not comfortable before I get on stage. I'm always like a nervous wreck before I get on stage. I'm always like pacing around and shit.
Is it one of those things where it for you builds in pressure, whatever that feeling is, until the moment it starts? Because like for me, I'll start a couple days before a show. It might be, might not even be getting paid for a guest spot or something. Start stressing, and then the day before it's a little more stressed, and then as it's like hours before, it's kind of.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
I started like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago when I was in college in Iowa, but I've been doing it like a year or two.
Okay,
like
so
realistically,
consistent.
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on the situation. Like if I'm headlining a show, like if I'm going last, I don't know. I try to like I said, mantra. I try to mantra myself out of the fucking whatever funk I feel in my head and everything like that.
Has it always been something in your life? The mantra thing, the mindset thing?
Yeah, a little bit, I guess. Yeah.
You had that before comedy? Did you play sports growing up? Is that where that came from?
I mean, I sucked at that shit.
Oh, me too, bro. I was a bench rider.
Yeah.
On the D team.
Yeah.
Everybody's supposed to play, not me.
No, I mean, I sucked. I sucked at that. So I can't remember how I thought when I was in high school, or like when I kind of remember how I thought when I was like a 4 or 5 year old, but I can't remember anything. Maybe I was like molested a lot. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if anyone was molested. My bad.
No, it's okay. I've been doing this fun one about I've been joking about my uncle who's passed, and it's like, way to grieve is to write jokes about him and stuff and keep him alive through that. And that helps me through the fuck, this guy was robbed from my life too soon type of thing. Yeah. And it's prefrontal lobe, finally got it, realized the difference between my fun uncle and my Catholic priest growing up. Oh, okay. Location.
Oh, location of his dick in your ass or something like that.
No. You see, I like the ones where I get to. It's a clean joke.
Oh, it's a clean joke. Okay.
And the crowd gets to project whatever level of deranged.
And they're thinking.
Yeah, right, yeah. So
they're thinking, that boy got the dick in his ass.
Exactly.
That's their thoughts.
It's on them.
It's like a white lady from Boulder with that thought in her head. Yeah. That's her inner voice is, they got the dick in his ass.
See, I like that kind of stuff where it's like, I'm not doing I won't go, I'll lead you right to the water. You're the one drinking it. Like your brain's making you extend to that thought. There's no bad that we're showing that's what comedy, I don't know.
But here's what you got to realize. Most people are fucking stupid.
And that's why I will probably never be decent.
No, you can be decent.
But yeah, that's my biggest things of like, if I was outside my own body giving myself advice at this point of like the growth maturity process is like, slow the fuck down. Yeah. And be stupider.
Be stupider?
Like be significantly stupider, or like cog it down 3 or 4 levels at least, and speed and that too, because it's brain broken lane, brain need information.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what we were talking about before I asked y'all how old y'all were.
Oh, your brothers in the South, growing up with brothers.
Oh.
And the age gap difference, and you didn't fight your younger brother because
I mean, a little bit, I guess. So, yeah, we wrestled and stuff like that, but
Was it sports? What sports did you play? Was it maybe
what sports did I play? I played baseball from when I was like 4 until like I was probably like 13 or 14, something like that. Sucked at that because like I couldn't hit because like one of my eyes doesn't turn. Like sometimes like my right eye doesn't, like, it goes cross. Check it out. Yeah.
Gets so, like, a little wonky on you.
Yeah. So like I couldn't follow the fucking ball, and everyone would just tell me to keep my fucking eye on the ball, but I'd keep one eye, but the other one would go the other way. And when I do that shit, I see 2 fucking things.
Because when it's coming across your vision too.
So I was probably trying to hit the one that wasn't real. And then but like when I was like fucking 25 or some shit, we were playing like baseball with my dad, and I think my dad finally realized. It took my dad forever to fucking realize my eyes were crossed or some shit, and he was like, just open up your stance, and I was able to hit it. So open up my
So it
stance.
really is all, it's all about the hips.
Yeah, it's all about the hips. It's all about the hips. And I played basketball for a little bit, and I sucked at that too. I could play defense though. I would hound people on defense.
You could do the whole slap the court.
Yeah, I was like, I could Dennis Rodman that shit.
Yeah. Dude.
And I played football for like a year and a half, but I broke my arm twice. So, and I did track. So I did quite a bit.
So you're a 4-sport athlete.
4-sport athlete, but I sucked at all of them. So,
well, was it small school? Like everybody could.
3A. Does that make any sense to you guys?
Do you guys? Is it
medium size? It was medium size.
Okay. It's
on the smaller side of schools here around here, but this country.
See, but I wonder, is there different number of A's per state? Like,
No,
they might have different, because I think like Texas have more A's or something like that. Because we went up to 5A in Louisiana.
yeah, same here.
okay. I was thinking, Canadians, they got, big A sports. A ball. I don't know. Yeah, we went 5A. Our freshman year, our football team moved from 4A to after our freshman year.
4A for 3 years, and then went to 5A. Our senior year, it got fucking thrashed.
Yeah.
Absolutely shit.
We were like a 4A powerhouse in the state, and then we moved up and clearly could not compete with the big dogs.
Yeah, I think, we were 3A, and like everyone from my area was like small. We're all like very small. And
but that's an economic issue about resource diaspora and funding reaching rural areas in the country more than anything else, right?
You go some places that were like smaller areas or whatever, and there's some big cornbread motherfuckers there.
That's true.
St. Martinville. Let me tell you something about St. Martinville, Louisiana.
Please.
The biggest motherfuckers you ever seen in your life. Like, I broke my arm against St. Martinville in football. I was a wide receiver, and we never threw the ball. They never threw the ball to us. So we were basically like split ends.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So we just had to block. All right. So my little ass, I'm on second string. My little ass, my senior year, is going block this big ass fucking free safety and shit. So I'm running. All right. And this will be my second time breaking my arm. All right, so I'm running. First time I did it, I was working out, power cleaning. I fell down, broke my fucking arm like that. All right.
Compound out the.
Nearly. It severed it.
Might as well.
It severed the radius. Anyways, so this is probably like 9-10 months after. In scrimmage, spring game, big St. Martinville motherfucker, free safety. I gotta go crack block this dude. This dude juked me, so I was like, fuck it. And I just stuck my arm out, knocked his ass down. I got up, my arm was all fucked up. All right. So, arm all fucked up, same fucking place. It broke right after the plate that I had in my arm. You see, I got this little scar right here. That's the plate right there. So I get to the sidelines, and my arm's all fucked up. I'm like, God damn it, I did it again, motherfucker. We got this little water boy that used to, he was a special needs guy. He comes up, we called him Uncle Lance or whatever, because he called everybody Uncle. And he comes up to me like, oh, Uncle Yon Yon. Oh, he's grabbing my arms like, Uncle Yon Yon, this don't look good, Uncle Yon Yon. And I'm like, yeah, man, get the fuck off my arm, bro.
Oh.
And yeah.
That's savage, dude. I was going to say free safety. Why did they ever free those safeties, man? They cause havoc in the defensive. Okay, that's a terrible joke.
Yeah.
I couldn't squeeze it in. I wanted the story to continue. It's a bad joke.
No, it's all good. No, just
just saying the defensive, coverage is all changed when the safeties
ruin
got
a
free.
great story.
Strong safeties were fine. I liked strong safeties.
No, that's fun.
Defensive coverage joke, folks. That's all I'm trying to get at. Just don't run cover 2 and we'll be cool. All right. That's enough football talk.
I heard your accent a little bit.
Yeah.
You got any Cajun?
Yeah, I'm Cajun. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, man, I love that.
I'm sorry for my productions.
No, it's all good.
Poor ignorance there.
No worries, man.
No, I'm just curious. The accent is good.
Oh, yeah, I guess sometimes it comes out like if I'm getting excited or like telling a story about something.
Well, you should allow to. We boring white folks that grew up in Boulder County, Colorado, and whatnot. I was enamored when I went to college in rural Iowa and met large groups of people from St. Louis and Chicago that talked differently than anyone I had ever interacted.
Yeah,
and it was. They were the funniest, coolest people because they're different than the boring milquetoast shit that I had been around,
Yeah.
So I think we're just enamored by difference of it's outside the bubble. Oh man.
People say that people from Colorado don't have an accent.
Yeah.
What that means, from anywhere else people go, you can just hear it. Like, I don't know what it is, but
you'll have some kind of shit going on.
Yeah, we don't like the word mountain. We like to just put shit together because we're all high. We're like, mountain.
Yeah, y'all have some kind of weird little or whatever in y'all voice.
Bitch in the voice?
A little bit of bitch in the voice.
There it is.
Yeah.
A little bit of bitchiness in that voice, he says.
Well, I didn't know.
That's great. That's good to know.
Some kind of going on in there. Like the Mars attacks, but that's like in like the sound of your voice. And so before I moved here, I didn't know too many Colorado comics. I knew Sam Talent, because he would like come to Louisiana a lot, and his voice was kind of like he has like something kind of with his voice, and I'm like, I guess he's just doing like a fucking character. And then I came here and y'all talk like that, like a little bit.
Interesting.
Not y'all, but like they have people that sound like that.
Us.
Yes.
We're everything wrong with this state, lady. Put it on us. We can carry the weight. We are the Atlas Shrugged characters to carry the weight of Colorado's malfeasances. Christopher, I need to ask you a kind favor. I think there's a vape inside there, and I just need it because I'm an addict, and I'm trying to quit, but I'm not doing a good job. Oh, okay, that's fine.
I'm not doing weed right now. Is that weed?
This is just nicotine.
Nicotine? For sure. I liked your free safety joke, by the way. I thought it was good.
Yeah, you're supposed to rib me on that, by the way. Thank you for doing so. Big Mike approved.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm an educated nigga.
On defensive schemes, Big Mike. Only on defensive schemes. That drop is Big Mike approved, by the way, Lane. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. Yeah. See, again, another voice, not a basic bitchy white voice.
Yeah, he's from Alabama.
Awesome, interesting voice. It's like this is the stew of America requires a lot of cool ingredients, and if you've got the same ingredients in the stew, that shit's not interesting.
Yeah, I agree. It needs to be different, I guess. Yeah. I
mean, especially now in this climate where there's all these people, and I think people are way more alike than they give each other credit for. And I think the ingredients of the stew pair much more nicely than people tasting the stew from a high garden falutin, one finger up a butt, one finger on a spoon. Oh, this doesn't taste good to me type of evaluation,
I mean, I'm semi-following you, but
I'm just saying we're all ingredients. Let's just get along.
Okay, all
right. I know. I mean, I've been stewing and trying to read. You seem like a reader, a well-read man.
I've read.
You've read. Do you have a favorite book?
I don't. No, not really. I don't like fiction and all that shit.
I don't like fiction either. I
would read like history and stuff, but I really haven't read that much. But I got a lot of books that I probably should read. So I look at my phone too much.
Well, you're reading on the phone, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at stuff. I'm looking at...
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I'm reading.
Sometimes I lie to myself. I'm like, I'm reading. It's like, Twitter is not reading. Like, though they are words, it's not reading.
It's not good for your brain. It just, but we all know that. Whatever.
Yeah, we're all just pretty much okay with Alzheiming ourselves, can we say? Like, we're all we're dementiating. We're all...
They say that does do that, like consuming shorter form content.
You tell me, Chris, have you been out to a restaurant and seen a child that can't tolerate that restaurant experience without an iPad and Subway Surfer? I've seen it.
Yeah, no, fact.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you're going to have to do Comedy Lane in the future someday, and you're going to have to go. You guys been to a park? And this is like Subway Surfer, you know, for the crowd.
Oh,
Hey, you guys seen any good films recently? I saw a film recently, you know.
yeah.
Because the kids, they won't watch you unless they can have some type of multi-stimulus. And you're going to have like a banjo guy behind you, like doing some little jig or... You know.
No, I hear you. Yeah, all my jokes are kind of short, so
he's fine.
I'll prepare for the future.
You've been augmenting your comedy for the AI overlords.
Yeah, my lack of self-esteem with just having short jokes has actually, increased my career longevity. So, yeah, I'm just saying shit. I'm not saying anything
Lane,
profound.
I hate to break it to you, but we've just been saying shit for 170 episodes now. So you're right in the fold.
Okay, for sure.
Sometimes we say stuff about what's happening in the world. Sometimes we say stuff about real world stories and human, meaningful things. And sometimes we're just riffing. This feels like we're riffing. But we can slip back into meaningfulness whenever you want, Lane.
Let's go meaningful again.
Okay, let's go meaningful again. Your parents, Lane.
Yes, what about them?
They seem important to you.
Yeah, they're all right.
They're all right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, they're not important to you?
No, they're good. I like them.
You closer with your dad or your mom?
I'm closer. I don't fucking know, to be honest with you.
I try to split them. I tried to... It's a CIA tactic I just used.
Yeah,
I tried to delineate, and he didn't allow it. He goes, too big brain. He goes, nope, not allowing that. I will not split for you. Well done. You can't MK Ultra this guy, I swear. 45 years later, it's going to come out that this podcast was just a long-run CIA operation to try to see if mind control could work with a handicapped host. We tried, folks. Billions of dollars. So your parents,
yeah,
did they have you when they were young, old?
My mom had me when she was 19.
Okay.
And I don't know my real father and stuff like that, but I had a stepdad that I grew up with pretty much since I was like 4 or something like that. So it was all good.
And when he like took on the dad role?
Yeah. Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. So that's Pa for you.
Yes, my dad.
What happened to your biological dad? Just
he knowed over there, and he knowed, and he's
Let me try this joke because I don't think I can make this work ever.
Go ahead.
Austin Reeves plays for the LA Lakers.
Yes.
And I was watching the game last night at the game with Sam, another producer of the show. I tap him and I go, Austin's last name, it's in Japan. It's an old Japanese phrase for a black father.
Austin Reeves.
Oh, he Reeves. No, it's an old Japanese.
Reeves.
It's an old Austin.
I got it.
Sorry,
okay.
Austin's last name is an old Japanese phrase for black fatherhood. Yeah, it was a bad joke.
Let's see how that one could work.
Reeves.
Austin Reft.
Austin Reft is much better.
Austin Reeves.
Yeah, poor Asian humor.
Well,
terrible.
Yeah.
Well, and then I'm walking into the game. I'm trying to get my Clear app up because there's long lines. Scan the Clear thing, and my name's on the thing. And the lady behind me in line, she goes, Sean Connery. And I had to bite my tongue to not do my 3-minute Asian dad joke bit about my name for this woman in line. To be like, nope, you don't deserve it.
Do you know a lot of Asians?
I do.
Oh, that's tight.
I think my dad... Here, I'll just tell you the joke. I think
you just said the joke was Austin Reeves.
No. My dad's doing the long run play. Is this going to
be 3 minutes?
No.
Okay.
Thank God. What a great guest. He's like, I can't sit through this shit. I'm not fucking doing this today. We're here to eat chicken and have fun. No, but my dad's like, I think he's super dad jokey, even down to my name. Sean Connolly. He wants me to go to Japan for business.
Yeah.
Go out to dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean Connery, very famous movie star.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, come on. That's hack.
Yeah. You want to hear my Asian joke?
Yeah, please. It's much better than this. He goes, let me see then I'll raise you.
No, I wrote it a long time ago. I've only done it once on stage when I was hosting because it's too racist, but my friend, he was complaining about his Asian girlfriend's sideways pussy, and I was just like, hey man, just flip her car like that. It's because they're bad drivers. It's a stereotype. But yeah. But yeah, that's what I got as far as Asian humor.
Yeah, I don't have anything to even call that hand. I think you win the pot, sir.
Thanks, dude.
No one would have appreciated that one.
Damn, there are people out there that it's probably 3 Korean fans that are huge lovers of that joke. Do you know that Koreans they love subsectioning. They love categorizing, and they're very interested in cultures and the differences in cultures.
Yes. Yeah, I imagine they are. Yeah, it's it's probably more diverse than we as Westerners.
Well, you'd have to think that
it is.
They learn and dig into so their stereotypical bad jokes have to be just like a well-crafted sushi hand roll, right?
Yes.
Like, oh, like a chef's worked for 35 years learning the intricacies of subcultural stereotypes so that he can deliver this joke on the train to you.
Yes.
You know, like we don't get the United States. It's just ignorance. Like we can't dig in deep enough to get to the any good racial difference humor.
That's like all people that do Cajun jokes here fucking suck. Like every Cajun joke I see from like a non-Cajun is fucking shitty. So
there, see.
But that's fine. Whatever. That's what people think. If people laugh, fucking tell your shitty joke. You suck. But whatever.
Yeah, I feel the same way about all tall jokes, dude. People don't get it.
All tall jokes? No, I hear you, man.
No, I'm just like, but no, here, what's a bad Cajun joke? Do you have any offhand example?
I don't know. Whatever Tom Segura said on a special a while back. That was shitty. I mean, it was fine, but it just wasn't a good joke. It's all good.
Okay. But you got to dig in deeper, you're saying?
I feel like you have to dig in deeper if you're talking about something else. But also, I mean, I don't really have any jokes about any other cultures. So
keep it tight to the
I guess I keep it tight. Well, first, I'm from the South, so anything I say kind of sounds like hate speech. So I kind of have to keep it.
Even if you're like come together right now, people are like, whoa.
Maybe I don't know.
You're probably not talking about everybody.
Maybe
with that accent.
Yeah. Maybe.
No, I mean that's fair. So what do you find yourself writing or interested in when you approached comedy originally? Did you start?
What did I start writing about when I approached comedy?
Yeah, like what got you excited about like I want to say jokes into a microphone?
What got me excited? I mean, I think I always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. I just didn't know like how to do it. Like I grew up when I was like real young. I would watch Comic View on BET, and I was like, these people are funny. I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, but they're funny. And then Comedy Central, and there was like that was like different type of comedy.
So you got the decade of Comedy Central when it was actually Comedy Central, because I think we were a little bit too young.
You guys were late. You guys are late on it. Yeah. It's like my parents with MTV type shit.
We got the fake Comedy Central.
Exactly.
Like even what we remember to be is not what Comedy Central really was.
Yes. So I got that.
What are some of those early comedy? Like what are they, half hours or what's?
There were half hours. So there were like the Zach Galifianakis one stuck out, the Maria Bamford one stuck out, the Dimitri Martin one stuck out. Those are the ones I can kind of think about off the top of my head. There was a guy named Bob Marley too, white guy named Bob Marley, and I just remember that stuck out because I was just pissed off he had the same name.
Did he have the same dreads too? Like, cause that's...
No. He was just like a guy who like, yeah,
white core.
Yeah.
White accountant core should be a new like descriptor of like dude. Like that's your standard white accountant core guy. You know, debits and credits. This guy.
Trying to think, but yeah. Before that, though, there was Comic View, and I can't really remember any of the people that I saw because I was like real young watching that. So there was that, and it was like super, super entertaining and shit like that. But then like Comedy Central had like more like the one-liners, and you'd have like alternative comedians like Maria Bamford and stuff like that. And then
she was alternative just because she was a woman, right? At that point.
No, it was no, I understand you.
No, that's ignorant, Sean. And we're not going to have that today.
No, it's fine. But it's just like the voices that she did and everything like that. And then I remember the Dane Cook half hour was really good. And
is that what propelled him to be the biggest comic on earth? Because he was the first
huge
arena
very,
act, right?
I mean, he was very like animated and all that stuff. I don't know if he was the first huge arena act, but
One of the first comedians to sell out Madison Square Gardens. I do know that.
yeah, I mean, probably after
Dice Clay was
Dice
gotta be the
Clay.
first, right?
Yeah. I don't know the.
Well, in that group.
Yeah, in that group, exactly.
Well, because maybe it has more to do with like economic timing. Because when he kind of gained prominence, that was the first time that maybe the world tour, arena level thing with stand up was happening. It maybe wasn't even happening for many people before that.
Yeah, it was probably like a break in between like 80s and 90s, and then like early 2000s was that. And I had and another thing I had when I was young was the Chris Rock Bigger and Blacker special. So like all that stuff made me kind of want to do that. And then I was in like I joined like this comedy writing group and I was like 23 or something like that. And one of the guys did stand up at an open mic and he did a really good job. So the person that ran the open mic also booked shows at this venue. And they were like, hey, you want to do a stand up show? And you need some people to do stand up. And I always wanted to do it. So I was always got my in. So I just started writing a bunch then, and I didn't know.
First set was not an open mic.
Yeah, my first set was an open mic.
Okay.
I did some open mics before just to I did like maybe 5 open mics before just to kind of prepare.
Wow.
But it wasn't comedy open mic. It was like music and stuff like that too.
Okay.
So I did like 10 minutes my first time.
Whoa.
Just all shit that I wrote. And
wow.
Yeah.
Just like looking out of your book, telling the jokes type of thing?
I kind
of. Or you had it down? You were that good?
I tried to memorize it as good as I could, but yeah, I mean, I didn't know the fuck I was doing. So
how'd that go? That first set?
I mean, it went great. I had a lot of friends there. My second set didn't go that great, and my third set not too great. But
I have before we go eat these beautiful chicken wings, I have a question I've been asking guests. Do you remember the first joke you wrote or the first joke you ever did?
First, yeah, I kind of remember it. Let's see if I can kind of remember it. Okay, so I was getting a blowjob from my girlfriend, and she was like, "Ugh, your butthole stink," and I was like, "Well, let me finish taking a shit first." Something like that. I forget.
That's amazing. I love that. So much better than mine. There was a girl at our high school that she got bad spray tans.
Yeah.
I'd been watching stand-up for a decade at this point. I think the first joke I wrote in a stand-up form was like, my brain can't comprehend eating things that are orange that aren't carrots. It just doesn't like it. The neurons.
Yeah.
Sweet potatoes, yams, Nicole Tangy.
Oh, Nicole Tangy. Okay. Yeah. I got you.
Just can't. That was the first stand-up joke I ever wrote.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I mean, I guess technically it's not a stand-up joke because I've never done that joke on stage. But like, that's the first joke I wrote in a stand-up form or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Have you listened to the radio before in your life, Lane?
To the radio?
Yeah, the AMs and the FMs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to kick us to this chicken eating with our signature station identification. You're listening to 91.1. Oh shit, was that another plane? We'll be right back. We're back. We're live. It's the After Hours show. Our bellies are full. No Patreon today, sorry. Just intimate conversation among friends. It's good to be people sometimes and not have to feel like we're recording for some tech oligarch, right?
Yeah.
All right, quick wing review for us, Lane. How are those wings?
I thought they were very good. I thought the meat kind of fell off the bone a little bit on that stuff. The seasoning on the skin and all that shit worked out for me. It had like a little bit of too spice, but it wasn't like, oh, I need to drink something to feel good about this. Like whatever rub you put on that shit, you did a great job. And I would 100% eat your wings again and again.
Hell yeah, dude. Well,
no problem.
If you ever have a comic friend of yours that moseys on into town and is looking for something to do on a midday and looking for chicken to eat, and they want the best speakeasy in Denver, and they're willing to just talk for a little bit to get that chicken, you send them my way, Lane.
I shall, for sure.
Oh man, what are we going to talk about now? You seemed excited to get back on the mic.
Oh, I was saying, you were asking. So Chris was asking about my people speaking French and stuff like that. I was saying I had my grandparents spoke French and everything like that, but they also spoke English. I had a great grandmother that only spoke French. Her name, we called her Mona Tut. And
how old were you when she was still alive?
She died in 2008.
Wow.
Maybe. I can't remember exactly. But I remember her name was Mona Tut. Well, we called her Mona Tut. Her real name was Teresa, but the way they said it was Therese. So it was very confusing.
Wow, Therese.
Yeah, but I don't know any French. I barely know a lick. Couldn't have a conversation or understand
that's how
people.
You assimilate to America. 3 generations lost that French shit.
Yeah, well, they beat kids in school whenever they spoke French. So that's how. Yeah. So they basically they beat the French out of like my grandparents' generation and everything like that. So yeah,
quite literally beat it out of them.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, well, I think they still spoke French, but they didn't really teach it because
it's a threat to
it was
freedom.
It was like kind of looked down upon or some shit like that. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was an othering thing.
It was another thing. So yeah, so basically before like a certain time period, everyone in Louisiana, French was the first language, or like not in Louisiana, just like South Louisiana, whatever the fuck. French was like the first language, and then they were like, you got to stop this stuff. So, yep.
I mean, it's a threat to freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stop threats to freedom.
Yeah.
If they have weapons of mass destruction, whether it be a foreign language that they like to use or,
No, we were communicating with the French and everything like that through our French, and we're gonna try to turn everyone gay by just making them speak French.
It's a long run French gay play.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you've ever done Duolingo, but
dude, the last episode,
yeah,
very heavy Duolingo owl talk. So please keep it going. This one we like.
Well, in order to keep a 365-day streak, you have to suck off a guy. Yeah.
And how big's this guy?
Well, it comes out of your phone. The owl comes out of your phone, and
well, the right way to say is that the owl comes out of your phone.
You're right about that. The owl shoots jizz out the phone.
That's why they had to take away the port, by the way. If there was a headphone port, that was leaky.
Yeah. It comes out, and then the owl gets on the cum, and then the cum mixes with the owl, and it becomes a French mime. And
we can't have that.
You have to suck off that mime. And the mime he's very hard to suck off. He's very hard to please.
Not very expressive either.
He's not very expressive,
for a mime,
expressive. But if you can make the mime say sacre bleu, then you have completed a whole year streak of French.
Damn, dude. That owl, he gets real happy after that. We're real sleepy for the next few days. Kind of leave you alone for a minute. Have you been learning French on Duolingo?
Nah, I tried like a little bit. And like, I don't want to do this anymore.
You're like, yeah, this is defunct language. I'll learn Spanish.
Yeah, I was learning Italian because I went to Italy a couple years ago, and that was fun. But like learning French,
where'd you go in Italy?
Everywhere. Went to Milan, went to Bellagio, went to Venice, went to Florence, went to Montepulciano, went to Rome, went to Naples, went to Positano, went to Capri.
How long were you over there?
Almost a month.
Wow, that's sick.
Yeah.
With your wife?
Yeah, it was a honeymoon. Yeah.
Oh, dude. I wish I could do a month honeymoon in Italy. That sounds sick.
Yeah.
You hear this, babe?
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if she listened to my show. Oh, man. That'd be terrible. Would not be good.
No.
I started the pod like right before I met my now almost wife, and it would be. I'm glad. I don't think she's ever listened. I hope that continues for as long as the pod goes. That's probably just good.
She'll never listen.
I pray that. Lane,
unless you die early,
Yeah, that's a good
And
point.
then she'd be like, wow, I miss him a lot. But I don't know. She's young too, like you.
yeah,
She'll probably start fucking some other dude immediately.
right, totally.
So,
Like, give it like maybe a month or something.
I mean, I give it a month before. I mean, it depends on what kind of illness you have. Like, if she knows it's going to happen, she might set things up like right away.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Especially if there's a lot of care required.
Yeah.
Like a lot of end of life care for me. Like,
As soon as she has to wipe your ass, she's like, I need to get this fucking stuff out of my mind.
well, I mean, she stuck with me through my double spinal fusion, so they cut me up in filet fish style for that one. She got to see me in some serious down bad situations for that one.
All right. Well, I'm probably wrong.
No, I'm saying hopefully that's hopefully the end of life care will be good is all I'm saying.
Your shoes. Is there like a little plug or something like that?
What?
It looks like a little USB type bullshit.
People are trying to be cool with shoes and they're like, oh, laces don't need to be laces. So what they're doing is they're like, oh, the fats, they can't bend down and tie, but they can pull, damn it.
Okay.
And that's how those work. But yeah, you should be able to plug something into that, right?
How long have you been having those shoes?
I don't know, a few months now?
A few months.
Get rid of them.
$55?
Dude, they won't fit you. That's the problem with me. Is I'm
$55?
Dude, no. They're
How much?
Probably more than that, dude.
Probably more? 75?
Dude, I'm sure. You got to know something about me,
You got a big
Lane.
ass foot.
Now, Lane, I pay something. You know the pink tax? You heard of this? Seen this?
Pink tax?
Yeah. Like women, they pay more on things because of how companies price things. Like women it costs more to be a woman and survive through cosmetic products because of the pink tax.
Yeah, but that's because they're annoying. Go ahead.
Well, tall people also live in an annoying existence and have to buy larger clothes and shoes.
$115.
Probably $115.
All right, cool. All right. Well.
The price is wrong.
All right.
it's yeah, no, probably too much, dude. Actually, I've got it on sale. Maybe $90. Maybe $90. Who knows? I've been, when they tell us that we're going to own nothing and be happy as a young person in America, Lane, what that says to me is I shouldn't remember how much I paid for my shoes. That doesn't lead to happiness.
I don't know how much I paid for these. I got them on sale, though. I'm sorry. I'm not speaking into the mic sometimes.
No, we're picking it up.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Okay, let's talk more about growing up because I think we passed over a whole part of your life in that stand-up story journey of like, what about high school? Did you go to college after high school? What was that part of your life like?
I mean, high school was okay.
Were you an interested kid in class? Did you engage with learning?
I liked history. And I was decent at math sometimes. I don't know, man. I mean, it was a small high school. I kind of just wanted to get out.
So you were ready to get out of high school?
Yeah, so I was just kind of ready to get out. In college, I was in college for like a little bit, but then I started stand up, and I just wanted to do that. So yeah, since I was like 23.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I've been stand up, and that's been my pursuit.
And have you had to work other jobs along the way in that pursuit? Yeah,
I've been a machinist for longer than stand up. So
damn, dude.
Yeah.
What have you been machining?
Just all kind of bullshit.
What, like, how does that? Have you always been handy? Do you learn that from your dad? Where's that come from?
No, not at all. I learned how to be handy when I started machining, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know how a ratchet worked.
How'd they find a guy that doesn't know how ratchet work and make him a machinist?
My friend's dad owned a machine shop, and they needed someone to like clean up the floors or something like that. So I just started like cleaning up stuff, and then
that's how I started at Earthrummer, by the way, Chris.
Yeah, and then my friend's dad like fired somebody, and he was like, "Hey, Lane, you're on the machines now. Start paying attention like you're in school." And it's been kind of fucking easy. So whatever.
So it was something that you were apt to take on learning about, like you enjoy, your brain connected with it.
No, I hate it, but I just do it because it gets me money. So yeah,
it's a good paying job.
It's decent, yeah.
Nice, dude. What do you? So you work for yourself or like a company?
Work for someone. Yeah.
Nice, okay. Making specific stuff.
Specific shit.
So on the side, you get to make fun stuff for you. Have you, throughout the time that you've been a machinist?
No, I fucking hate doing that shit.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't want to do anything.
You're not the chef that goes home and cooks the family meal type.
No, I want to leave my job and not fucking think about it at all, because it consumes my life and it kills my soul.
Keep go off, King. This is what I feel about my job. I work. I mean, I feel this every single day I step into those fluorescent lights, man.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, I've been doing it for so long that I am kind of interested in it, so it's fine.
Our production wants you to pull the mic lower.
Oh, my bad.
Or just a little bit away from your face, like you can push it back.
Push it out.
Okay, my bad.
Perfect.
All right.
When you lean in, it covers like.
Oh, my bad. All right. No, I mean, it's fine. No, it is what it is. I get money doing it, and I think I kind of know what I'm doing with some shit. So yeah, but yeah, when I leave it though, I like to not think about it at all.
So as someone, I'm kind of like you. It seems like where my brain is going all the time, thinking about stuff and trying to cog it down. How do you balance like a pursuit for a long run goal in a meaningful thing like stand up, and also having necessity of work, or how long am I going to stay in the job? Like, how's that arc develop through?
You just have that patience. So that's what, and think something's going to happen. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think I was going to get past like Comedy Works and all that shit. So that was nice. But yeah, just have to keep doing it, keep being consistent, like I mean, go up, like even if you're tired, try to go up and everything. You might like in these early years of doing stand-up, it might be like, oh man, I'm fucking bomb, I'm not doing good, I'm not as good as I want to and everything like that. But it all seesaws to good eventually. And try to think outside the box. I don't know, just try to have fun. Like, remember, it is fun.
Pursuing a dream is fun for sure. Completely agree with this.
Yeah, it's fun. So, I mean, the fun part for sure is like the onstage shit. But yeah, I think it's just, you just have to do it, You ever seen that Shia LaBeouf thing where he's like, do it? You ever seen that?
Dude.
Yeah, you have to have that person in your head, and that's it.
You need a little Shia LaBeouf megalomaniac on your shoulder.
Yeah, you have to be kind of like insane.
You see, I've been trying to do this thing where I'm like, because the good sets are where it's like, just in that groove or in that vibe, whatever. When it's been recently, it's like, okay, how do I try to reproduce that? And so I'm doing this mental thing where it's like, okay, stepping through this gate of like confidence or whatever into that, that Shia LaBeouf, like, whether, regardless of the outside circumstance of, shit happening in my life, it's like, no, you're going to do the set the best you can in the moments versus I'm tired, it's the end of the night, blah, 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 blah. I think that's what you're speaking to, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like trying to get the genuine reps without cogging yourself back from potential or from whatever.
The genuine reps without cogging yourself.
Like if I succumb to the fact that I've worked X amount of hours so far today and I'm at an open mic after 2 jobs, let's say, instead of being like, I'm tired, I'm not going to go up with any effort, or I'm going to go up sleepy, versus like, I'm going to step through this bullshit made up pseudo pill in my head of like, no, I'm really ready for it.
How much are you going up a week?
No, probably not enough, dude. Maybe like
say
twice,
number.
3 times.
Oh, that's not enough right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go up more when you're like early on. You work a lot of nights though, huh? Because you're at the club.
Mm-hmm.
What days are you off?
Typically just Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday. Tuesdays there's a lot of stage time, and I think Mondays there's a lot of stage time.
Yeah, I'm kind of in this
it sucks
balancing where it's like I won't.
It sucks because you're at the club and everything all the time.
I don't know if that sucks though.
I mean, it doesn't suck. You get to observe good comedy.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like I've kind of walked into like knowing that my path's like necessarily going to be like longer in development because of that.
Possible.
And like I can be okay with that. Maybe, I don't know. Or am I just not going to be able to be good if I don't go to get up more? I want your honest. I don't want bullshit.
2 to 3 times a week right now in the scene that you're in. I don't think it's going to push you as much as you could be pushing yourself, because there's a lot of motherfuckers in the scene or whatever. And there's like a lot of young motherfuckers that are actually like really funny and stuff like that. So I think you gotta, especially because you're only, I know you started like 2018, 2019, something like that.
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
But you've only been consistent for like a year and a half.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it needs to be at least 4 or 5 or something like that a week, in like days. You know what I mean? Like 4, like, or like if you do in like 3 days, make sure you do like multiple mics. Like it's a multiple mic type situation for you right now. But also, there's different ways of fucking doing it. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, everyone's different. So, I mean, I was going up. Like right now, I mean, everyone probably thinks they don't go up as much as they should. But I felt like when I felt a groove like a motherfucker, I was like equaling the amount of times I went on stage with the days there are. Maybe not in like a year, but like over like a period. Like I forced myself to do 40 sets during Lent or whatever one year. And I felt like I was like in a groove, you know? So you got to have it to where when you're on stage is like, you know, you loose and all that shit. You loose like a goose.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Yeah, so
I'm sure I'm not saying anything that's like people don't know or anything like that.
I think it's valuable to be like reminded that you're not going to be shit against how good of a scene it is in Denver if you're not going up every fucking night of the week.
It also depends on your goals and all that stuff. You know, like set like little individual goals. Like if you're only going up like a couple of times or whatever, be like, all right, I want you have more time to write or whatever, or like, you know, think of your jokes. Do you record your sets?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, everybody's different.
Yeah, dude, it's one of those weird things where you try to pick off little pieces of, you glean knowledge from other people's experience, but it's all an own path thing. So it's...
Everyone's different. Yeah, I mean...
as much as I can try to ask you to help get some guidance, it's like, yeah, how much value can you really...
Yeah. I mean, all I could say is like what I've done.
Right.
I've observed other people too and all that stuff, but... Like there's this guy, I'm not going to mention this person's name, but I remember when I first saw them do stand-up in Denver. I remember like when they were first starting, I was like, they're like very kind of structured, like in a box type shit, not really present or whatever. I'm like, all right, but there's like something kind of there, but not really shit. And now you see them like recently, I'm like, oh, this person's like flowing, they're going, like they're getting in and everything like that. And it's because they put in the amount of reps and time. And it's somebody that anytime I like would go to a mic or something like that, I would see this person. I don't really go to many mics anymore just because like I'm booked more and stuff. And like that's how I get my stage time. I try to go mics more, but you know, I'm at this different point than other people, but yeah, it's like I got to see that person progress, and I know they progress because they worked hard and all that shit. So, and I've seen that with other people too. So, yeah, it's time.
There's really just no substitute for like hard work and the time. Like there is no fucking substitute in any respect of life, right? Whether you're painting or you're doing
unless
stand-up.
You're like fucking insane. If you're like a fucking insane person...
Well, I do have that going for me.
You're not that insane.
Well...
We're all kind of crazy, but you're not like fucking... You're not like a...
You don't know what I cage, but yeah, that's fine, Lane.
No.
That's cool. No.
We're all crazy.
I'm one slip and fall away from it being uncaged. We're
all crazy. We're all crazy. But I'm saying like an absolutely like insane person goes up like once time a week and I'm like, wow, this is great. But they're insane. Like that's enjoyment for me and everything like that. I don't know if that's enjoyment for everyone else.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Or like a joke writing savant, basically. They have these people that are joke writing savants that don't have to go up too much, you know, like these one-liner people and shit like that. But yeah, I think...
Did you hear the South Korea joke, Lane? Just fucking around. Come on, that's fun. I was just joking. Clearly, I'm fucking kidding here. I don't think I'm a savant. I don't, in any stretch of the fucking imagination, think this. God. But let's just hope they don't come after martial law. Let's hope they don't come from Mathers next. That's an American institution, Lane.
I had another Asian joke. It's like it's in the voice of like a woke Asian comedian. All right,
From Boulder.
from Boulder. They could be from wherever. All right, they're very woke. They're like I looked into the mirror today, and I have a body dysmorphia. And when I look into the mirror, my eyes are round. Because they have body dysmorphia and their eyes are slanted. Did I fuck that joke up?
No, it's pretty good.
Did I say it?
I think it's solid.
Weird. Okay. All right.
Body dysmorphia.
Body dysmorphia. They think their eyes are round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have body dysmorphia, and I think I can see myself in the mirror. Because I can't, because they don't build mirrors big enough. Yeah.
When you look in the mirror, you just see your chest.
I don't look in a mirror.
From that Korea joke and that joke, I think we figured out that you probably need to just go up more.
Don't look in a mirror.
Yeah.
That's a fun one to do with a crowd, though. I've been doing that a few times of like ask a lady in the crowd, like, when's the last time they look in a mirror?
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck kind of question is that?
Yeah.
Like, today?
Yeah.
And then I go, like, it's been years.
Yeah.
Because they don't build
tall mirrors like that.
They shouldn't.
How tall are you?
It's too tall to live.
Are you 6'7"?
6'9".
6'9"? I have a cousin that's 6'9".
Yeah. He should live. I shouldn't. But
he's always worried about dying early.
the big dogs, they die young.
But I'm like, I don't know. Look at all these basketball players that are old as fuck. Bill Russell lived a long time.
Yeah, I mean, there are certain cases. But yeah, on average, big people die quicker.
Yeah, well.
More stuff to go wrong. More broken parts to break down.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's just, I'm not looking for you to tell me anything. I'm just telling you facts. You and your cousin, was it?
It's my cousin.
Yeah, me and your cousin. We're short for this world. We're not long for this world, I think they say. But we're tall for this world. We're just not long for it.
Well.
Savant.
What else do you want to talk about? What other questions do you have?
I like to talk about like whatever people are passionate about. Are there like any things that gets your heart like excited beyond stand up?
I like looking at maps.
At maps?
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Like topographic maps? What kind of maps?
I just like to look at Google Earth or whatever. Spin that bitch around.
Do you are you one of those people that does the GeoGuessr?
Oh, I downloaded an app one time to do that. I got a lot right.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a map fan, if you've been putzing around just looking at stuff, you're
like maps. What else?
You know
like
what Rain Bolt is?
Say it again.
Rain Bolt.
Rain Bolt.
He's like the best geoguesser of all time.
He's like this super autistic guy that like he puts you can see a black and white image reversed of the place and guess it within like
country.
Dude,
anything.
He gets it down to towns. Like
fuck.
They did this one picture where it was just the water line,
a
beach, and the sun. And he's like, oh, based on like the color of this water and the color of the sand and where the sun's angled directionally from the shadows, this has got to be somewhere in either like southeast Madrid or somewhere in Italy. And he guessed one random town. He was 15 miles away.
Jesus.
Yeah, this dude's just like built
That's
for
wild.
this.
Okay,
yeah.
No, I'm not that good.
Hopefully you can connect with your audiences then, because I'm guessing Rainbow would have trouble doing stand-up. So.
Let's see.
Yeah.
How many? So there's probably like 191 countries or some shit like that?
They keep adding. I think it's up.
197 recognized.
Yeah.
197.
Plus that.
Okay.
Independent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can get them all, but I could probably get close.
That's cool.
Huh?
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Do you know all the states and capitals, obviously?
I don't know the capital bullshit. I don't care about that.
You don't care about that?
I don't give a fuck about that.
You're just looking for like real border stuff.
Yeah, I like the country shit. Yeah.
Like where armies, split up type of thing. Where force is divided. And so you don't really care about the states because there's not much force divided amongst the states. It's like, whatever. It's all kind of the same country.
No, no and no. I just, just something I'm interested in.
Oh, yeah.
What else? I like basketball. I like to watch that.
Who are you a fan of? Oh, that's right.
I like the Pelicans, but I'm a Nuggets. That's my side bitch, and that's how she's been better to me lately.
Better than the.
Oh yeah. That old hag is fucking crippled and fat. So
I don't know. Zion's below 260 for the first time.
Yeah, he's looking good. He got a dumb little tattoo around his belly button.
What?
Yeah.
Is a man around your belly button?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He seems kind of dumb.
I'll cast my vote for hashtag no Diddy on that one.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do I like?
Do you like the outdoors?
Do I like that? Yeah, I like to hike. Yeah, that's nice. I like to look at pretty things. I mean, that probably falls into the maps thing. Like I like to go to different places and shit like that.
It's just maps IRL.
Yeah, maps IRL. What the fuck else I like? I like to eat food.
No, I'm talking like light up your heart.
Light up my heart? Jesus Christ.
Either we go that direction or we go light up your heart with hate. Like what things that, you really don't like or, bad things that have happened to you. So I'm trying to take
things I
positive.
really don't like. I don't fucking know. I'm kind of, everything's kind of whatever.
I like that mindset. Are you someone that, I'm trying to think of a good place to go with this. Do you think causes matter? Are you someone that like puts yourself behind a cause?
I think it's nice that people do all that stuff. I kind of just look at stuff.
See, my new conclusion is that like I think it's kind of silly to like, for me personally, it would be silly for me to think that my presence in a place would equal an outcome.
No, it would. I mean,
you're welcome to go. I'm not going to cheer you on. Just go. This is my new. I just don't think I matter.
I mean, it's because a lot of people don't think like that. That's why stuff doesn't get done or whatever.
I think yeah, I think there's...
No, it's because of most people think like you and like probably think like me too a little bit, like how I used to think. But yeah, I mean, the more people you have involved and stuff and the more it matters. I mean, you might think there's like, oh, that's a lot of people. That should be enough. But that's not enough. It has to be like way more. But
I agree with you there.
But yeah, it just has to be way more with stuff. But I don't know. We got it too easy. So everybody's comfortable. So probably it has to get way worse before it gets better. And I guess you just gotta look. You gotta look at this shit happen. I don't know.
Yeah. So how do we accelerate things getting worse so they can get better?
I
asked the hard hitting questions here, Lane. Sorry.
I mean, I think that's happening right now.
Yeah.
So
we just sit back and enjoy the ride. We watch. We look at the beautiful things.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has their own thing. I mean, I definitely admire people that use their voice and all that shit to do stuff. I mean, I'll say some shit to some people. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's not enough people. Yeah, it's just too comfortable. It's just like, even if it's bad right now, it's still too comfortable for people to actually
wake up.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, people are up, but they're kind of like, oh, that's happening over there. Let me do this shit. But I don't know. I'm not fucking Nostradamus.
What's the weird other side of that is that like people are like, that's happening way over there, and then they bring all the judgment and perspective through the looking at the phone from people over there into their life. Like, we inject all these like opinions of ourselves that other people may or may not actually have because we're on these social medias.
What about that again?
Like the keeping up with the Joneses, right? Like you see all these other people living their lives or the perpetuants of the good. Like no one's posting on social media where they're going through heartbreak or bad things.
Oh.
And so you've got all these other people that are now in this, influence of your, maybe not you specifically, but like people that are on their phones, right? Instead of, we're also at the same time, we're being complicit with things that are bad in the world because they're not right in our face. But we're also bringing things that are, and opinions from people that are not right in our face into our world through social media. So we like think we matter more than we do, or we think that we're like upsetting people, or that we're upset by other people more than we are because of social media's impact. But we don't actually go out to solve the problems with the actual real world things, like, the fact that we're all carrying around phones that are made by child slaves or whatever.
Yeah. What about that? You want my opinion on?
I think it's just like it speaks to what you're talking about. It's like it makes it worse too, right?
Okay.
It'd be one thing if we were complicit in bad stuff happening way over there, but also we bring in like we can't even be healthy in ourselves. And you see that through mental health crises in Americans and whatnot. Like we can't even be okay in the complicity of the comfortability.
I mean, yeah, that's not good, but I mean, it's all. I mean, things are good if you don't look at everything. I guess if you just pay attention to. Damn, I coughed and farted at the same time, but if you
can that be your sound drop for the board lane?
Okay, that's fine.
Just in case it ever happens again, I can press the button with another guest. Be like, how did you have that ready? And I'll be like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's all fucking stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, dude, I completely agree. It's all stupid.
You said a lot of things for me to kind of try to pay attention to at once. I'm sorry.
Please don't pay attention to any of them.
Okay,
right?
okay.
If we encourage anything, it's not paying attention to what I am saying.
All right, what else? Hard-hitting ones. Hard-hitting deep shit. Give it to me.
Do you think there's a God, a creator?
Probably not.
Why is that?
Because I think it's just something that our brains made up a long time ago to make us feel better about dying, or to make us to explain things that we don't understand and all that shit. However, I will pray every now and then because I think it's a good form of meditation, and I think meditation is helpful, and I think that religion offers, and praying and all that stuff offers meditation for people, which is good. So, but I don't think there's shit out there.
Interesting. See, I think I'd sit on the other side of the probably. Like if I'm going to be on a probably side of the fence,
yeah,
I'd sit on the probably yes side of the fence.
If it's between probably and probably not, and where I'm at is probably not. It's still probably
right, but
it's
right.
It's glass half empty.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's interesting. It's just I think I'm now come around to glass half full because it's like I've lived so long of like, yeah, that's just sad being in the glass half empty camp.
Yeah.
Because I think I got there too early.
I mean, I'm not sad about it.
No, I'm not saying me personally. Like I can't find myself happy in the glass half empty camp. It's too, I end up going all the way to empty, not half.
Well, you got it.
It goes from half to empty all the way.
I hear you. You have to I guess you have to adjust like what you want life to be, or like what you think life is, to be okay without a God and all that shit. Like what I think life is like they got a lot of cool shit to see. They got a lot of cool shit to hear. They got a lot of cool shit to taste. They got a lot of cool shit. They got a lot of cool people to speak to have connections with and all that stuff. And it's just everything is just a feeling, and you just do all the things that kind of, feel good and all that stuff. And then it's done.
See, that's way wiser. I'm like, oh, we're all rats in a cage, and we got to go to the rat vending machine, and they're trying to replace the rat vending machine in the cage.
Yeah, that's
and now
true
they're taking
too.
Around the wheel. I know.
Yeah,
but
that's true too. All that shit is true. Like all the bad stuff is true. But I mean,
but like, look at these mountains, man. No, I'm
exactly.
with you. No, it's wiser. I'm saying it's a wiser take to come to this conclusion. I hope I end up there.
I just have an accent and I have gray in my beard. It's not wise. It's just bullshit. I told a joke about an Asian woke person thinking their eyes are round. That's so dumb.
Hang on. Just to be clear.
Go ahead.
Bullshit is wisdom. Like when you come around to this, like if you read a bunch of philosophy, they'll go into the whole wise people know they know nothing. The people that are like the best at getting through life are the people that find humor in bullshit that other people don't find humor in. It's intersectionally, I think it's true, where it's like, there's actually some real wisdom in fucking about with this life that we have. And that kind of seems to be your position, that we're here to fuck about and do the enjoyable things. And kind of that's why I worry about it beyond that.
Basically. But other people might think differently because, you know, like you were talking about causes and everything like that. You need people that feel like that's life, you know?
Yeah, totally. I
you
completely
know,
agree.
like you need I mean, it's all a balance and fucking all that shit, you know? Does that make sense? This
you're describing an energy amoeba of interconnected consciousness with those hands.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
You're like, we're all a strange diaspora of, you know, feelings and thoughts that all move together in a weird symbiotic relationship towards whatever end we may not know. Yep, I see those hands.
Yeah,
I know those hands, Lane.
Yeah.
Have you heard of England?
Have I heard of England?
Yeah. No, hard-hitting question.
Are you doing? What is that thing in your fucking hand right now? You about to do a bit?
Have you heard of England?
Oh, those are niggas with the peas and mash.
Okay. Okay. You're doing a little drop.
Right. But England, they've got this silly thing over there called knighting.
Okay. You know? All right. You about to knight me?
No, here at Top Shelf Studios, after a long form conversation, I am doing the hiding.
The hiding?
Yeah, because all my life, Lane, people have been like,
hey, can I get a couple inches? How's the weather up there?
and things like this, right? Because of this large body that I live in. I've come to learn now that I got this prefrontal lobe that fully developed, that I'm just in a vehicle. I'm in a meat suit. And lo and behold, all of us, we're just in these vehicles. We're waking up every morning in this conscious soup or whatever in these vehicles. And we're going through these lives, fucking about, hopefully, but judging each other on these vehicles almost more than anything. And it just doesn't make sense to me. So after a long form conversation, I am pleased to give you a heart height. How tall do you stand physically?
How tall do I stand physically? 5'10" 3/4.
Lane Lonion, I heart height thee 6'6".
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Very large heart. Hopefully not too big to require a procedure, but
who has the biggest heart you've given?
We've got some 7-footers.
What?
I was thinking about putting you in the 7-footer club, but I didn't want to burden you.
Damn.
Figure you need to be fucking about in the world, and that might be too big of a heart. You might start caring about things and start going to causes, and that would be bad. Because that would be less fucking about. No, I want you to, you're doing a great job.
I might go to a cause. Hey, my wife's Jewish. If they got some Nazis about, I might go hurt some people.
Let's go.
Whatever. But
let's do it.
But it's a cause that directly affects me. So I don't know. Maybe I got a dip. I don't know. I was about to say something else, but I didn't know what I was going to say. But it wasn't going to go in a good way. Yeah.
No, I think you're doing exactly what you need to be in this universe, and I'm pleased to be sharing this.
You just knighted me. Does that mean it's almost over?
Yeah, I mean, we can keep going. I'm happy to keep going. I thought you were trying to wrap it up with your
trying to wrap it up.
questions.
I'm not trying to wrap it up. I'm just getting started, motherfucker.
I got 45 more minutes in me easy if you want to do it. But I wanted to make sure that I thought you were trying to wrap.
All right.
I was trying to be respectful.
Give me another hard one.
I've got another hard one. Do you think that consciousness in humans has evolved through our time as people, as humans?
Consciousness has evolved? Dude, give me something that I know about. Okay. I don't know this one.
Okay, I got one.
Don't give me this Joe Rogan bullshit.
Let's think of a good one. Best barbecue region.
Kansas City.
There it is. Oh, that's a good question. You can tell because he was ready. Why is that? It's the accent that it pairs with.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I just think it's really good there.
Oh yeah. Okay. What else? If you had to be any underwater creature, what creature would you be?
Maybe the podcast is over.
Nice. Well, yeah, I didn't like my consciousness question. I'm trying to,
Oh, well, I don't know about that shit. I don't. That's a waste of my time thinking about that. Because who the fuck knows about any of that shit?
Isn't it our waste of time thinking about anything? There's a hard-hitting question.
Yeah, but...
So the only people not wasting their time are the Buddhist monks sitting and not thinking?
I don't know.
All right. Let's do religions. Eastern or Western?
Eastern or Western?
Yeah.
I probably go more the way that I think.
Yeah. What do you like? What does your brain glob onto more?
I mean, the way that I think probably goes more to Eastern, maybe. I don't know. Does that make sense to you? The way that I was explaining things?
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
Do you read like Buddhism or any of that Zen
Let me tell you
stuff?
something. So I got this little Buddhist book for my wife. And
Is that what it's called? The Little Buddhist Book.
it's called the little Buddhist book for my wife. And it's a little bald Asian man and cooking with a broom. And no. So I read like a little bit of it, and I was like, I think I got this. I think I understand what this whole fucking thing's about. So that's the only thing I really read. And I grew up Catholic, but yeah, I mean, so yeah.
I grew up Catholic as well. And I read the Zen Buddhism stuff, and I liked it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I read like a little bit of it, and I was like, I don't need to read all this shit. It's all just, I mean, it's...
Damn, I wish I had your confidence to just be like, I get it.
I mean, I might not get it. I mean, I kind of read, I read like a little bit of it, and I'm like, I could take this from this, and I don't need anything else from it.
See, that would also be valuable for me to do. Only take some parts of things and not really have to fully.
Well, let me tell you this. It's because I'm lazy.
Yeah, that would also be good for me to be a little more lazy. These are all valuable insights, Lane.
And I guess I believe in the astrology shit. I'm like, oh, a Taurus does kind of act like a Taurus, and a Scorpio kind of acts like a Scorpio. But also, I don't fucking know. This could be all bullshit.
When did you get into that?
I'm not really into it. I just
sure.
That just kind of came.
Got to keep your man card and all.
No, I mean, look, man, I don't care.
I'm just fucking around.
I'll cross my legs and suck my own dick, and you can call me a bitch, and I feel like I'm a man. All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but the astrology shit, I don't know. If you talk to enough women, you'll get it.
Yeah, I had the same experience, but it was the Zen Buddhist thing for me, where I was like, I talked to one of them, and I was like, I get it.
Yeah, but y'all from Boulder, so
oh yeah,
it seems like that shit's all around.
Oh baby,
Women and their rocks.
Dude,
the rock shit's fucking stupid. How is
hang on, time out. Hard, I'm gonna press you on this. How is the rock shit stupid, but the card shit isn't stupid?
I mean, it's all stupid, but also I can't judge. I can't judge because, all right, think about this. You bet?
Yeah.
You ever place a parlay?
Oh, last night we did it.
What's you believe in that parlay? This person believes in that rocks. It's the same shit.
I tell you what, the parlay was the Lakers win the first quarter, the Nuggets win the second quarter, the tie in the third quarter, and let me tell you, it was Lakers won the first quarter, Nuggets won the second quarter, and then 1 point difference in the third, so I was close.
It's the same thing.
Stars almost aligned.
It's the same thing as
Exactly.
believing in rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
see, but I don't believe in the rock. It's different though, because I have a cognitive dissonance to know it's not going to happen, and if it does, it's because I got lucky. Versus the rock people that go, Trump will be taken out of office because the stars tells me so. And I've had guests that have a mom that's a professional Reiki healer, and she got high word from the council that that's what's happening. Also, she told people to buy Ripple, and Ripple went up 30%. So she obviously knows something about something. The spirit gods are communicating in weird ways through fringe cryptocurrencies, Lane. It's 2025.
the Reiki shit is so fucking stupid.
Correct.
Like, I mean, to call that a job, you are just the biggest scammer in the whole fucking world. That's like, yeah.
They'll hold the hands over you and realign the energies. That doesn't vibe with you.
Let me slap you in the fucking face, and that'll make me feel better. How about that?
That's so wild. It's like it's as close to being a Jedi as you get, though. If you think about it, being a Reiki healer,
man,
that's as close to being a Jedi as you get in America.
People here are so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. Huh?
All the free love, man.
The free love. I'm sorry. The headphones. It's hard for me to hear.
We're domes. You gotta yell.
I gotta scream.
It's all good, man.
You think it's the leftover free love movement of the 60s that's causing this, Chris? Really? I think it's the vaccines.
Who knows?
I think these Boulder people over vaccinated themselves a couple of generations over, and then now we've got it.
We don't see more like measles outbreaks and shit.
Well, yeah, so when we were kids in early 2000s in Boulder, the anti-vaxxers were the far left people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the pendulum swings.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just fun to see that all the sides are fake. All the sides are fake. All the sides are fake. And the money's bought. And the money's bought.
So what did we learn today? We learned Colorado, little bitch voice.
Yeah.
Kind of like a little bitch voice in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I didn't say this, but something's kind of screwed differently in y'all heads a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You got to put more to that. And it could just be me. Got to keep that in mind.
I don't know, man. I don't want to offend.
Are we too ambitious?
No.
No, please offend.
Please offend.
It's
It'd be
like,
funnier if you offend.
Well, y'all are too fucking happy here.
Yeah, dude, that's all. We're
Yeah.
like the Bhutan of America. We got obsessed with happiness. Absolutely, that's true.
But it's like, it doesn't, like, it like bothers me.
Yeah, but people aren't actually happy either. In this quest for eternal happiness, they've just become like not deep, there's no, like you said, no warmth.
The mass shootings make sense.
Bingo. I totally agree, dude. Surprised there aren't more.
Because they're like, what the fuck is wrong with, but I don't know. And what else did we learn? I don't know what else did we learn. Anything?
The voices are dumb. The mass shootings make sense.
Yes.
What are the conclusions can we read? You're 6'6" in your heart.
I'm 6'6" in my heart.
You don't want to entertain questions of consciousness, for they are foolish foibles of the mind, you said.
Beyond that.
Yeah, because who cares?
Transcended beyond the consciousness debate.
Yeah.
Yes, he's transcended it.
I transition bit. Yeah, transition.
Transition bitch.
I'm a little transition bitch to the consciousness.
Oh, we learned that you're a mechanic or a machinist rather.
Yes.
Not a mechanic, machinist.
And it's okay. It's not a bad job. I like it, actually, if anyone's listening.
I don't think I think more people need to. I think young people would be happier with themselves if they didn't slot themselves into fake college degrees and had a career with their hands more frequent. Like, we should encourage that more in young people, I think.
I would rather sit down. My back hurts.
Dude, you don't want to sit down in fluorescent lights and do fake things. Let me tell you. That ain't better.
And do fake things?
Yeah,
sit down.
most of the jobs in the country are fake things. Most people go to work and they do fake emails jobs.
They say that 40% of American jobs are intermediary positions that all they do is tell one workforce to tell another workforce how to do something.
They are HR positions.
Yes, thank you. And are not necessarily necessary to the function of a business, but just make it
fake jobs.
Yeah.
Now think about the government percentage.
40%.
That's the private industry percentage.
I think I'd be happy doing that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You're going to kick the can down the capitalist road. You need to have jobs
you have to. To have 8% growth so that you can show your shareholders every year, you have to be able to demonstrate that kind of stuff.
Did I do a good job on the podcast?
Are you kidding me, Lane? You're the best.
Okay. Thank you.
I hope you weren't worried about doing a good job.
I always want to do a good job.
Yeah, man. I think I would have thought a guy like you would have transcended past a whole good job, bad job mentality. That's just old. How can we even know what's a good job and a bad job, Lane?
I want to be entertaining. How many people listen to this?
Not enough for you to be worried about if you did a good job. To put it like,
between like 40 to 70-ish views, but the shorts, it's like in the thousands.
That's not.
Oh shit! Hey, don't clip my Asian jokes and put them on.
I've been pretty.
Please don't.
We've been very.
I will untag and block and.
Yeah, please.
Sorry.
If we did anything like that, please untag and block.
Yeah, no, we'll cut anything out you don't want to.
That's fine. I appreciate it.
No, but yeah, not enough views for you to be worried about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And this motherfucker can cook some wings.
You did learn that.
Yeah, would you have any questions for me, Lane? I guess I should make sure.
Let me see. Any questions?
So consciousness, Sean.
Yeah. What do you want to get out of stand-up? Like, why are you doing stand-up?
I think I'm doing stand-up because, like, I realized at some point mid-college that I was dangerously close to like losing a crucial part of like who I was to becoming a cog in a larger like scheme or system or whatever. And then I realized that like whether I am the guy doing the stand-up or not, like my people, and this is pains me to say this, Lane, and my people are comics. Like I came to that conclusion that like that's
okay. You like being around comics, yeah.
Like I could end up being a lawyer. Like my brain's good and works hard and all this stuff.
Yeah,
and like I should already have a law degree and I should go back to law school. Blah blah blah. If I do any of this, my boss said this to me. Oh, we can help you get a loan to go back to law school. I go, well, if I did, I wouldn't use the degree.
Yeah,
I'd only be doing it to like find comedy in it in some sense, or help my friends not get fucked over by corporations down the line in their contracts. Like that's the only reason. And so the only reason I'm doing stand up is because like I'm gonna have some major part of my life be dedicated to comedy, whether I like it or not, because it's the right thing for my soul on this weird journey of amoeba soul consciousness soup. That's just what I ended up having to be dealt.
Okay.
So
all right.
And I love it for better or for worse.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah, I like hanging around comics too. It's nice.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to fucking be a young fish in one of the best ponds in the country. I'm so thankful I'm back in Denver.
It's a good pond.
Yeah, dude.
Top 6 pond in the country.
6?
I think top 6 at least.
Yeah.
At least top 6. New York, LA, Chicago, Denver. We got
Austin up there?
I mean, Austin's different. I guess you could put Austin up there and maybe Atlanta or something like that. So I don't know any other places to put before Denver. I've never been to Bay Area or anything like that. So, yeah.
And I mean, there's just so many people that are, I think, in that stage of like where you are, where it's like, dude, this guy, someone fucking stumbles upon this. And there's so many people like that in Denver that I think are just waiting for that next pop or whatever, there's no linear path or whatever. There's no steps to whatever. But I think there's a lot of people in the waiting in the Denver scene that are just so good for the world to see, So I hope that the world does find more Denver people out there.
Yeah, for the world to see, or at least Wyoming.
Dude, Wyoming, Nebraska,
Wyoming
get ready
needs
for
to
this,
see
dude.
some shit.
Moab, Utah, be ready.
That's right.
Have you done any Moab shows?
No, I've been to Moab, but I've never done any shows there.
So strange. Such an eclectic group of people in Moab.
Yeah. What a weird part of the country. I mean, Utah, Colorado, all this shit is. But
I don't think I could live on the East because of the looking at beautiful stuff.
live in the East. I like the people. I think personality comes from the East Coast and it comes from the South.
Why is that?
I don't know. Have you met anyone? Like,
Facts.
thinking about the people that you meet. Yeah.
You're right.
Sorry, I'll just keep insulting Colorado. Like, personality, you sound like bitches. And
What else? What have we learned here? Soft.
Soft, the Reiki stuff is fucking stupid.
Soft Colorado cucks. Comfortable Colorado cucks is the name of the episode? I don't know.
Yeah. Any other questions I have for you? Let's see.
You've been grilling me, so that's a good question. Why do I do stand-up?
Yeah. You got to think about it.
Glad I had a good answer because I've been thinking about it.
Let's see.
Why the fuck am I doing this?
No, I don't know. But you asked me my passions. My main passion is stand up, and that kind of think about that more than any other type of hobby or anything like that. So
anything, yeah.
So
because you have to be good at it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for a while. I mean, yeah. So I think about that a lot. So.
When you look back on I have one last question, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
When you look back on the 13 years,
yeah,
and if you looked at your first year doing it versus this last year of doing it, is the biggest difference that what you speak to in terms of that comfortability, being in the moment, being present?
Yeah, I think, being present, comfortable in the moment, like being able to read a crowd, like to really know, like to feel the tension and all that shit. Yeah, so I don't think I say anything from our first year besides like maybe one little one-liner that starts like the beginning of like another bit. But yeah, so yeah.
Well, that's good to know I can throw away all my material.
You can throw away all your shit. The only thing I'd still say is like this one little one-liner about my parents meeting through mutual cousins. But after that, the rest of that joke I wrote later.
Sweet. I'll keep the marriage cousin stuff.
I mean,
I'll cut
you want
else.
to, you want to like, just keep the funniest shit. So
For sure.
Yeah, it's all funny stuff. Funny stuff.
Just be funny.
That's it, really. Have I not made a lot of sense?
Dude, you've made nothing but sense.
I've made nothing but sense. What about you?
Have I been giving you the vibe that you've not been making sense? Because I'm a poor host if that's so.
No, I think.
Yeah, you're not even making sense. You're making dollars, dude.
I'm making dollars.
Well said, Chris.
Are y'all trolling me?
No, dude.
Oh, okay.
This is. I mean,
all right.
This shows an eclectic amoeba diaspora.
I don't know how you Zoomers do shit these days,
dude. Not well, apparently, because otherwise we'd have more views. So
not well, apparently. It's pretty funny.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll keep that in my act.
Not well, apparently.
It's been an absolute pleasure, dude. Where can the people check you out, follow you? Got any shows? This will come out in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
I'm a little backlogged. I've been grinding, dude.
2 weeks. When is 2 weeks?
I work like 60 hours a week and podcast 3 times a week.
When is 2 weeks? It's going to come out on the 29th?
I think so. I'll have to check the calendar.
On a Saturday?
So. No, that Friday.
That Friday, 28th?
I think that's the day this one's slotted for.
Oh, April. What the fuck I got in April? You got people that listen in Fort Collins?
Yeah, there should be from Fort Collins listener. Wood, you get out to this show, Wood.
Okay. April 11th, 12th, I'm featuring for Louis Katz at Comedy Fort.
Dude, okay, for real, even if you're in Denver, go up to the Comedy Fort to see that show. That's going to be an awesome show. Yeah,
Louis Katz is great. He's a great, like, very smart, dirty joke writer. He's great. Cool dude, too. And, I'm headlining the Louisville Underground?
Nice.
In May. When the fuck is that, though? You're going to see me do at least 30 minutes of stand-up. And I feel good. I feel really good about my 30 minutes.
I want to go to that. Yeah, we should go to that show. Let's buy tickets and go to that show. I'll request it off work and we'll make it happen.
When is this?
Probably during the move, too. So
fucking thing.
We might even have a studio.
Fuck me. I really want to know when it is.
How about this? You can message me.
I'll message you.
And I'm going to put it in right here.
You know what? I'm just going to guess a date. I think it is May 23rd.
Right here.
All right. I think it's May 23rd that I'm headlining it, but I'll do 30 minutes. And do comics listen to this?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I was on an open mic and I didn't do great my set, but then the host was like, "Yeah, you host a podcast, Intolerable," and the room kind of popped on. So apparently, comics listen to this.
Hey. If you produce a show, that's the camera right there?
That's the camera right there.
If you produce a show and it's bad, it's probably bad if you're listening to this podcast.
Thanks, Lane.
If you produce a shitty show, I will headline your shitty show and I'll have a good time with it. And you know what? I thrive in horrible environments. So put me in a fucking horrible environment. I will love it.
I got some people I can connect you with.
All right, cool. And pay me at least $20.
No, you can definitely have some people that I can connect you with.
All right. Okay.
Dude, it's been a pleasure.
Look out a squirrel on Instagram.
There it is. That's how long? That's so cool. What a cool at.
You know what?
There's got to be a story behind that. Come on.
Yeah, there is. Someone used to post in some forum, "Look out a whale," and I just stole that, and now it's "Look out a squirrel." So look out a squirrel on Instagram. Uncle Yon on TikTok. Remember that story I told you about the disabled guy saying, "Oh, Uncle Yon"? That's where it comes from. How
do you spell that?
Yon, Yonyon.
Okay.
Uncle Yon. My TikTok, I have 749 followers on there. I don't know too many of them. Watch my little clips and all that shit. All right.
Give him the intolerable bump.
Yeah. 30, 40 people listen to this shit.
That'd be crazy if all those
that would be wild
views
if I
came
got
over to you.
if I got 2 followers from this shit.
Dude, I hope, dude. Please go follow him. He's so
I
funny.
just need 2 people that listen to this podcast to follow me. I swear to God, I'm like, someone described me as low-key unfiltered or low-key unhinged. So
maybe we're gonna. That's the name of the episode. Low key unhinged.
Low-key unhinged.
That's perfect.
I might put out I did a set last night. I might put out on YouTube like a little 10-minute set.
Hell yeah. Where at?
So I was warming up. I keep on. Now that I figure out where the camera's at, I just keep
Sean,
talking.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah. It was at underground. I did a warm up for the roast battle.
Nice.
And it was an environment I wanted to be in, but I made it work. So I've never talked positively this much about myself.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Please come back and do that more.
I will come back and talk so positively about myself.
Lane, just so you know, I'll keep if my podcast is nothing more than a place that you can come in and talk positively about yourself, then I won't stop doing a podcast if that's just the one reason. So please.
Well, thank you so much, Sean. I appreciate that.
Go give him the bump. Go check him. Go watch him do
2
stand-up
followers.
comedy.
I need 2 followers from this podcast.
Or else. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
His podcast.
Be kind to other people out there in the world.
I actually listened to 2 parts of your podcast just to know how the vibe was.
Who'd you check out?
Austin and Corey David.
Nice.
So yeah.
Corey David was one that I felt like I did a poor job making him feel comfortable off the top, but it's a learning experience.
Well, if you need to know something, still not comfortable.
It's those eyes, Corey. Fuck off and be well.